Hey guys, it's Sarah and I am here to do a layout using my June Noel Mignon kit, which is called Dive In. And I am going to be scrapping this picture of a plate of shrimp and grits that I had at a restaurant I really enjoyed, and that has become one of my favorite things to order at restaurants. If it's on the menu, I will usually give it a try because they are absolutely delicious, and these ones were in particularly. So I have that background paper from Crepe Paper along with the green and blue floral paper, which is also from Crepe Paper. And what I'm doing is I want to bring out the green that is in the dish there. It's like sprinkled with green onions. And so I wanted to kind of bring that out a little bit. So I'm going to do that along with the pink and the shrimp. So I'm going to be using the pink papers as well. So I have that flamingo strip there that I'm going to be using as well. And then I'm going to bring in a couple of die cuts here that are gold and kind of a little yellow tone. And then I'm going to look through my other stuff to see what else I want to use. But I thought highlighting that green color would be a good excuse to use up some of the green elements that are in this kit. So I'm going to use this jelly bean soup paper here, and I'm going to cut down because I need a few more layers here. And so I'm going to use that as one of them as well. So I wanted the prints on there to show, so I just cut a piece of that paper down a little bit there. And then I'm going to put this down here, and then I still need some more. So I am going to use another piece of paper here, and I'm going to use this floral here. And in order to do that, I'm going to gut it because I have other plans for this yellow polka dot. So I'm just going to cut a piece out of the middle here and then clean up the edges. And then I will use the floral side there. So I just have to clean up the edges using my trimmer over here. It was a little bit hard to do without any real guidelines, but I think I did an okay job. All right, so that is going to be my paper layers there. I'm going to go ahead and mat my picture with this really bright lime green cardstock that came in the kit. I'm sorry for my head, guys. I just need some separation from the picture and the floral there. All right, so I am going to go ahead and start getting the rest of this down here. And oh, I'm taking a Chipotle chip break. We had Chipotle the night before, and my girls like the chips and guac there, so we had some leftover chips, so I just snacked on them for a few minutes there. I'm not going to waste Chipotle chips, right? Okay, so now I'm going to work on my title, and it's going to be shrimp and grits. So I'm using these Dear Lizzie foam thickers, and they're a really pretty, like a matte gold glitter. Really subtle. I like it a lot. And it has a nice ampersand, so I'm going to use that there too. So shrimp and grits. And I want to put it up here on that pink because that's where it's going to stand out the most. So I'm going to move this layer down here a little bit because it was a little bit too high. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that that's going to fit there. And then I will put down my title. And then I'm going to go ahead and put down my photo. And I want to leave a little bit of room because I'm going to use those LA Studio letter stickers to finish off my title as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and place these die cuts here. And the little circle that I used on the bottom there, that one said citrus on it, and I didn't need that word, so I just put that part underneath. And then I'm going to go ahead and nestle this palm tree leaf down here as well. Okay, so for my subtitle, it's going to say a new favorite, and it doesn't show up well on camera, but you'll see it better in the close-up photos, and in person you can definitely, you can read it no problem. It just doesn't show up well on the video here. So I'm going to go ahead and put the W a little bit underneath that leaf there. And then, tapping my fingers, what am I going to do? I'm going to use a bunch of these rub-ons. So these are from Project Life. And I had a problem with a few of them. Some of them had rubbed off onto the actual packaging, and once that happens, you know, you can't take it off. So I had a few that I had to toss because of that. So yeah, they're not my favorite. Honestly, I'm going to use quite a few here on this, but I don't think I'm going to use any more after this, just because I had so many problems, and I actually had to throw away at least 2 of them. So this little banner says amazing. They rubbed off fine, but, you know, if they rub off on the packaging, then that's, you know, you can't do anything about that. I'm also going to cut out 5 of these stars up here. So I'm going to do like a 5-star type thing, like I'm rating it. And then I will put these up on the top here. And then I want to use an arrow, and this arrow gave me problems here, and I wonder if it's going to show. But the back part of the arrow came off on the packaging, and I wasn't able to use it. Yeah. So it's like, well, okay, I'm glad there's 3 more. So I grabbed another one. So I'm going to put that right here. And that's going to help me set up a little embellishment space as well. I'm going to use this heart down here on top of this little die cut. And then what else am I going to use? I believe I'm going to use a geotag. Yeah, this geotag completely comes off on the packaging, so I can't use that. And then so I go for one of the smaller ones here, and that came off fine. So as you can see, I had to throw 2 of them away because they were not usable. So that's kind of annoying. And then I have this little star sitting there, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this too. Just going to put it right here. And then I used one more. I believe I used these little arrows here. I'm going to put those right on top of the flamingo paper in this little area. Kind of helps fill in that little awkward space there. And I really like how the rub-ons are a gold color, so it really helps bring in that die cut as well, that large leaf die cut. Okay, so I think those are all the rub-ons that I use. Yeah, so I'm putting them away. And now I'm just trying to figure out, number 1, where my journaling is going to go, and number 2, what else I want to do. I do decide to go ahead and fussy cut out some of these cameras, and these are from one of the papers. So I picked 3 green ones, 2 of them have chevrons on them, and then this one has polka dots. So I'm just going to go ahead and fussy cut these out and use these as embellishments. And those are just gonna, you know, help me kind of build little embellishment clusters here. I'm gonna stick one right there, a little bit underneath the ampersand, one right here underneath the leaf, and then one kind of overlaying that die cut there. So I decide I'm going to use this pink paper here to do my journaling. And down here by the geotag, I'm writing the restaurant and the city. That was at Seville Quarter in Pensacola, Florida. And we went and had brunch there one morning, and it was delicious. And then I'm going to use this pink paper for my journaling, so I'm bringing in the pink again, and it's going to stand out nicely against that floral pattern because that's where these strips are going to go. So I'm just writing it out and leaving space in between them, and then I'm going to use my trimmer to just cut these into strips, and then I will place them on my paper there. And to put them down, I'm going to go ahead and use my quick dry adhesive. Sometimes when I have strips like that, my ATG doesn't fit very well because it can be a little bit thick. So this was just a little bit easier to do that on. Okay, so I got those down. And next I'm going to put down some enamel dots. These are from my Mind's Eye. And I'm trying to decide what color to use, and this blue just really pops nicely against everything. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in 3 different places, and that's going to complete my layout, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you have any questions. Oh, I do put down one of these freckled fawn vellum strips, and it says, hello, lovely. I put that right on the picture down there. And that's it. So if you guys want to, please head over to Noelle's website and check out her kits. They're fantastic. And I will see you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.